Hello, this is my design methods sketchbook evaluation. So I started this unit by kind of covering a few requirements. So talking about what I hope to gain from this project and other projects that I could link to this, and also some health and safety notes before meeting my client. And I also spoke about some strengths about myself, some weaknesses, and techniques that I'm confident in, which will link through this project. So I also include some examples of my best work or work that I feel reflects me. It's kind of like illustrative work. Questionnaire for my client, and my client was a person who works at the Farnborough Library, and I had to create some boards to kind of promote the library. Some feedback from the initial meeting, and throughout I tried to include the email kind of correspondence with my client and replies and such, and some photos of the area that my work would be presented in. Some artists, or these are mostly illustrators that inspire me in my personal work, and artists I just enjoy their work generally. Artists that kind of link towards my theme of the work that I would create. So kind of creating cat characters or characters that are cats, looking at artists that might inspire me, but also to note kind of book illustration artists link very well considering my client. Covering equalities, an artist Nan Golding covers like the LGBT community in the 90s, and Junji Ito, which was an artist given to me by a student whose kind of visual style reflects my more personal work. Other artists that I found through the Kate Greenaway Prize, kind of children's book illustrators that would link really well to my client, and also objectives written throughout. Photos of real life cats, which weren't really too useful for drawing from, but they're good to include, and images of cats found online that I would develop some sketches from to kind of begin creating the characters themselves. A lot of experimental cat drawings that I could develop further. These are really fun, and I really enjoy these kind of little experimental techniques. I felt very free to kind of doodle around with them. Different materials used, like pens, pencils. They end up being quite expressive. And here's some initial ideas and developments of the posters that I could create. From these, I took them kind of digitally, added some colour, and I added some colour with Analinkeys as well, just to kind of get the kind of two different ways of applying colour to each piece that I would then send to my client. Some feedback, some further feedback, further development with the faces of the characters. Layout paper was very useful for like developing the characters so I could trace over them and not having to redraw them. Kind of the first development of the poster. My client picked two posters from the ones that I created that I would then develop further into the final poster designs that you see here. The college kind of logo is included and my name. An evaluation and multiple meetings took place throughout this unit that were typed up with information that went on in each meeting. So that helped to kind of keep everyone on track and find out what each person was doing, and we could bounce off each other's ideas. But yeah, these are the final posters. They're okay, they don't really reflect my own style, but my client was happy with them. And that's just something I had to learn throughout this unit, was working to, I guess, a client brief. And I also included some personal work that I created for my band that fit within this design methods unit. Kind of logos, different variations, poster idea, and a sticker idea. All of this was all done by me. Yeah, thank you for watching my evaluation.